Hello everyone. In this lecture we will discuss about device independent IO software. Okay. The main goal of this device independent IO software is, till now we have dealt with several devices, device drivers, device controllers, right? So we will be having so many devices like pen drive, CD-ROM or anything. So many devices will be there which will be connected to the system, and then we will copy that software program into the laptop, and then we will be executing. Okay. So here what is meant by device independent IO software means, whatever the device you are connecting to the laptop, it doesn't means it should not matter to the software have to execute all the programs like it executes normally. It should not variate, or it should not give any problems to the devices which are not compatible. There should be nothing like that this device is not compatible like that. Okay. So the same is written here. For example, a program that reads a file as input should be able to read a file on floppy disk, on a hard disk, or on a CD-ROM. So it has to execute the program as it is without showing any variations. Okay. No need of modifying or changing the program. Whatever it is there, it has to execute in the same format. It should not do any mapping, or it should not do any modifications in order to execute that. If I am keeping my pen drive, my file is there in my pen drive. If I am keeping my pen drive, the software should not create any problem to my device, and whatever the application I have in my pen drive. If some other person using hard disk where a program is there in his hard disk, then the software should not create any problem to him also. Whatever the application, whatever the program is there in his hard disk, that has to be executed without any modifications and without any problems. That is the main key concept of device independent IO software. So what it will do is, the IO functions which are there, that has to be common to all devices, and it has to provide the uniform interface to all the user level softwares. Okay. For all the devices, the IO functions have to be same, so that it should not create any problem to any of the devices or any of the applications present in those devices. Okay. So all the IO functions should be same, and it has to provide a uniform interface to all the user level softwares. Okay. It should not variate like anything. Okay. Yes, it is little difficult to write such software which is independent, but there are few modules which are common among these all devices. Okay. It is little bit difficult, but few are there which will not create any problem, and which will be having same IO functions to all the devices. Okay. These are the few functions which device independent IO software does. Okay. The first one is uniform interfacing for device drivers. That is same uniform interface has to be there, whether it is a floppy disk, whether it is a hard disk or anything. The interfacing should be same. And device naming, there should be nothing like mapped to major or minor devices numbers like that. Device naming also should be mapped properly. Third one is device protection. Whatever the device you are plugging into the laptop, that has to be given a proper protection, that is given by device independent IO software. And providing a device independent block size. What if hard disk will be having more space, so that is why operating system will give more space. Pen drive is having less space, so operating system will be giving less space. That is not like that. Okay. Whatever the requirement is there for the program, that will be given. And buffering, because data coming off a device cannot be stored in the final destination. Sometimes few files will not be needed to copy into the desktop, they will execute in that format only. Next one, storage allocation on block devices. Few needs storage, for that also allocation will be done. Allocation and releasing dedicated devices. So when you plug your device into the system, and when you plug out So all these will be taken care by the device independent IO software only. So whenever you keep your pen drive, it will be telling that a device is detected. That is done by device independent IO software only. And whenever you want to remove the device, that time you can eject the device. So that is how it will allocate and release the devices. And then error reporting. If some problem is there in your pen drive, let us say that a virus is there, so this is also will be reported by using device independent IO software. Okay, these are the functions which are performed by device independent software. So for every device, this device independent software is very important, because it should not show any variations on different devices. It should be uniform, and it should provide a same interface to all the devices. Okay, this is all about device independent IO